On this channel, I several times explained what a toxic metaframer is, and I said Andrew Tate is a toxic metaframer. A toxic metaframer that does that constantly is a narcissist, and he's manipulative, and he's the perpetrator, and he makes other people victims. Victims are usually not conscious of being a victim. And now that he basically seeks out anyone that he likes and he puts them down. And he does that directly, people sitting next to him, and he thinks it's motivation, but in reality it's toxic metaframing. He probably learned this from his father or someone else in his family that is toxic. I also notice he does that with his brother, with Tristan, but Tristan is not consciously aware of what's happening, and because they're family and there's a heart chakra relationship from Tristan to Andrew Tate, he's not aware, he doesn't realize of what's really going on. And now Greta Thunberg, he started making jokes about he started making jokes on Twitter about Greta Thunberg with his cars emissions, and with, you know, that he retweeted that she's more of a man than Andrew Tate and so forth. And she then responded and said, send me your details on, I don't know what it was, like small dick energy or something. Now, don't forget that Greta Thunberg started when she was 15 with climate awareness, and she's 20, and she's been consistent with that for 5 years. And whether she's part of, you know, some kind of global agenda to push for green change doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter that much. It's a fact that you have one human being who obviously dedicated their life for awareness to human issues, and that has a lot of consequence for future, positive consequence for future generations. Of course, there is also partially the elite responsible. You have green money that wants to be unlocked, trillions in money that is resting for being put into green funds. So you got that going as well, but that's not important. What is important here is that people see someone as their role model, which is a toxic metaframer. So you're basically putting a narcissist as your role model and thinking that's the way it should be. Now, granted, there's a huge vacuum. You only have two people that are very popular that are role models for guys right now, that are also trying to be role model for guys. One is Jordan Peterson, and the other is Andrew Tate. And the other ones, like I don't know, like Joe Rogan, stuff, that those are the people you like to listen to, but they haven't really become role models for people. So yeah, just a sec.